Hello everybody, this is Wesley Van Evener. Welcome back. I know I took a few days off from the little Christmas list. I've just been busy as heck and just really haven't had the time or the really drive to do this. But back again. Gonna go over tonight my favorite style of fishing and my recommendations for Christmas ideas for topwater bass fishing. First thing I'm going to start off with is a lure I haven't even tried yet. I got it as an early Christmas present, and it is one of the hottest lures that came out over the summer, and it was very, very difficult to track down. My brother ended up getting one for me. It is the tackle sprinkler frog. So I'm going to test that out next spring and summer. Hopefully there'll be a lot of videos with that thing. I've seen some videos on how it's supposed to perform and what to expect from it and everything like that. But going to be throwing that later next year. One lure I was able to try out this year and had a few fish on it is the double whopper plopper. This is a buzzbait that is actually designed, the way the hook is, set back here, supposedly you can run it across, cover. If there's a branch or something, it's supposed to be able to skip right over the top of that thing and not get snagged up. I haven't had that experience yet because a lot of the places I fish don't have, timber floating around or anything like that. Get you a classic, something every fisherman needs if they're going to go out and throw topwater. This is a lunker hunt frog. It's not brand specific as far as what kind of frog you need to be throwing. There are multiple frogs out there, but frogs always catch bass. As you get warmer in the summertime, the middle of the day is sunshine, you don't have as much luck, but it depends on, early morning, when the sun, before the sun has come up, and then later in the evening when the sun's going down, you get those shady areas, bass move in and start feeding closer to the banks. That's one style of frog. I'm sure I've got another one sitting here. Like I said, this is a lunker hunt. This is a non-popping frog, so this is a walking frog. Whereas this one doesn't have the fancy legs on it. Got the skirt legs. And this is a popping frog. Notice that little cup there that holds some water in there, and so you just give your line a jerk and it makes a pop sound. So those two are obviously good, just depending on the style you want to throw. And you can also pick up, I don't have any of the hollow body frogs that are just non-rigged in my box right now, but these little bad boys, if you want to throw the soft plastic, some glue or something on this double hook, if you want to pick up like the ribbit frogs or any other type of soft-bodied frog that you have to rig yourself, these are great. These are a double hook, and it's got a little screw lock there on the front. All you do is take your frog, screw it onto that little lock, and then you just pull your frog down, and that's going to give you your double hook for topwater frogging. Another classic, and they have these in double blades or triple blades. This is an old Strike King buzzbait. I don't throw these very often anymore, but they're a good standby. Gonna kick up a lot of water. I got a little trailer on there. You can also throw a trailer hook on these and the whopper plopper. all you do is get yourself a little pack of trailer hooks, and it should have a little thing that goes, you put your hook on here first, and then it should have like a little rubber or plastic ring that'll go on after that, and that ring will catch the hook from going up over the barb and coming off. Okay, but pretty much, oh, the other one, a spook. A bit of a mess on my hands. And this is a poppin' spook. But these are another good for walk the dog action. That's where you twitch your rod back and forth. Well, basically every time that this twitches, it's going to move in the water like this. And this one's got some good rattles to it. It's got some good hooks on it. And of course, one of my favorites, this is the 90 size whopper plopper. I've been able to throw the 90 size whopper plopper and the 130 size whopper plopper. This 90, I've done a video on whopper ploppers. This 90 does real good in calm water. If your water's nice and calm, nice and still, you know, you don't have any wake to it, any waves, anything like that, the 90 does real well. Caught quite a few bass on this little fella. Caught about a 2-pounder. If you go back and find the video that I have where I actually had to go in and go into the water at a pond and get the old feet and legs wet, this is the one I had to go in and get because I had just recently just recently came across this in the back seat of my car. I didn't even remember buying it, but this has become one of my favorite baits to throw. I love throwing topwater, and I love throwing whopper ploppers. This is in the bluegill pattern, which has been a productive color for me so far. And then my 130 size, my favorite color so far, has been the monkey butt color. I just love it. Plus, who doesn't like to say monkey butt? I mean, that's hilarious. For people to name a lure monkey butt, that's pretty funny. Trying to see what else I've actually got in this box that I can show you guys. Oh yeah, this is a live target sunfish, which is, you know, it's going to have the same action. You want to walk the dog with it as a topwater frog, but when it comes to topwater, you can still catch fish on topwater even if people are throwing a lot of frogs, because frogs are extremely popular baits to throw. You want to throw something that's going to give them a little different look. These are, I personally have not fished this very much, so I think I've only caught one fish on it so far, and it wasn't anything massive. It was just, you know, a fish to be able to say, hey, I actually caught a fish on this thing one time. So when you're throwing topwater, it's just like any other bait. These are all good gift ideas. You want to mix it up a little bit. If you know a lot of people are down at a pond or a lake and they're throwing this color of frog, well, maybe you try one of the live target sunfish, or maybe you downsize your frog. Or if they're throwing, you know, a live target with the legs, maybe you go completely opposite. You throw a whopper plopper or a buzzbait, because fish are smart enough. If they see, you know, a lot of those one type of bait, they're gonna be like, seen it. So, you know, always be ready to switch up your topwater baits. One of my favorites, and it's shown, it's technically a wake bait, but it runs right on or below the surface, and you guys are seeing these. Got a little hook in me. Seen these in my videos. I got about 4 different colors of these Bass Pro Laser Eye XPS eggs. I think these should be on everybody's Christmas list if you're a bass fisherman. These things just flat out catch fish, and I've even caught big fish. I've caught little fish. They get numbers. They get size. You know, they flat out catch fish. This and the Spro BBZ1 Rat is another wake bait that I throw occasionally. The only thing that I personally have noticed on these is a lot of times when you cast them out, every few casts, these hooks will get caught together. So I've been meaning to change them out. This back hook, you see that, actually got bent out a little bit. But wake baits are a good bait. You know, it's not quite absolute perfect top water because, you know, they can, if you speed them up, they can run a little bit below the surface, but I'm throwing them in there on that Topwater Bait because you're like 6 inches below the surface on some of these baits. Just depends on which one you've got and what their depth is supposed to be. But these things have been great for me in Fire Tiger, Tennessee Shad. I've caught some on the Crawdad Color. What was the fourth one that I've caught them on? I think it's Texas Shad, which I think is actually the one I'm holding in my hand right now. I call that baby bass because it's got some green to it. To me, it kind of looks like a baby bass as far as the color pattern goes. But, yeah. So that's going to be it for my old topwater recommendations. I hope you guys like these videos. If not, that's fine too. It's YouTube, man. You don't have to watch my stuff. I appreciate that you do. I do. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Sorry I missed a few days. I'm going to get caught up now. And that's about it. Hope I got you guys some more Christmas list ideas. And we'll see you later. Have a good night. And like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Later.